Day 3 of the 2023 Paris Airshow was certainly not as busy as Day 2, but what it did give us was some firm commitments for the Airbus A330neo. The reason I emphasize the A330neo is because typically this new engine option of the A330ceo is relatively quiet on the order front. In fact, many people believe it has severely underperformed in terms of customer interest. Airbus, at the very least, are lucky that the re-engine option is not a clean sheet, therefore it was pretty cheap to develop and they didn't necessarily need to welcome 800 orders in to break even on the program. Airbus announced an MOU with leading aircraft lessor Aviation. Now, that's a name you may recall over recent days as they're continuing to splash the cash. The new commitment involves 20 total units and will massively boost the program, which has seen some pretty lengthy droughts for orders throughout a period in the industry. The Aviation CEO says that they've been a strong supporter of the A330neo program since the launch, and with a wide-body order book that is in place to capitalize on future growth in a supply-constrained environment, the addition of more A330neos to eventually head to some of their customers will be hugely important if they're to abide by the world fleet forecast, projecting a massive increase in the passenger fleet of aircraft that are required to meet demand and growth plans. As mentioned, Aviation has spent big this airshow, commitments for Airbus and Boeing aircraft, and reaffirms a position as a leading lessor providing solutions to customers in need of aircraft. Airbus says they're pleased the lessor is returning as a customer and think that acquiring the A330neo for their portfolio will benefit the final destinations when it comes to especially replacing existing units, which Airbus believes is a big part of recent wide-body orders as airlines look to overhaul their current fleets. The A330neo's day in the sun continued with another order coming in during that very press conference. 4 units were announced as part of an order from an undisclosed customer, further boosting the backlog for the established series, but adding a bit of mystery as we're not clear where these aircraft will be destined in the end. There are currently 88 A330-900s in service. The largest customer, if you were curious, is Delta, with 22 in active service, and this is followed by TAP Air Portugal with 19. Per Cerium data, 156 remain on firm orders. Meanwhile, the A380-800, which as you may be aware is the second variant and the smallest of the two, only has 7 in the series, and this is spread across just 3 customers, with Air Greenland operating a single unit, Kuwait Airways flying 4, and Uganda Airlines having 2 in service. The Dash 800 for most has massively underperformed, and unfortunately to this day continues to struggle to attract interest, with most customers when going for a plane like the A330 always opting for the Dash 900 as the perfect middle ground between the A321 and A350. These aircraft are going to an undisclosed customer, and given Aviation signing an MOU for the 20 units, we don't actually know where this combined 24 planes will be headed. So like I've said in multiple videos, feel free to drop your best guesses. Again, too hard to predict, but might as well have a little bit of fun and maybe list your dream destination for where these A330neos will eventually fly. Until the next video, thank you so much for your support across the 2023 Paris Airshow. There is more content to come, so stay tuned for that.